All right. So as we get started, we're going to ask you this question. Who do you know that uses electricity? Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or it doesn't take many minutes to answer that question. It's everybody. But the question then comes in, who do you know that would like to reduce their electricity costs, pay less, or maybe even eliminate it entirely? Well, it's the same answer, everybody. So when I came here to Think Energy, what I didn't know about was what they call community solar. Now, community solar is state-sponsored. Why is that important? Why was it important to me? Because when something is state-sponsored, number one, it puts it in a place of being guaranteed for a period of time, and it's moving across the country. So it's state-sponsored clean energy program delivering up to 20 years of savings. And I don't know anybody that doesn't want to save, especially in the time that we're living now.
Solar power is becoming more and more popular, and it's easy to see why. Not only is it a clean, renewable source of energy, solar power can actually save you money on your energy costs. But did you know that you don't have to buy and install solar panels to experience these benefits? That's where community solar comes in. Community solar is a state-run program providing an easy way for you to enjoy the benefits of solar without the investment or hassle of installing panels and equipment. Through Think Community Solar, you can subscribe to a local solar farm in your community and receive a solar credit that reduces what you owe to the utility each month. Think Community Solar is available in eligible states to all who pay an electric bill, including renters, homeowners, and businesses. There's no need to own property, no installation required, no upfront costs, and no long-term commitment or termination fees. Just 5 to 10% savings off the solar credits you receive each and every month. Here's how it works. Solar developers build community solar farms in places like commercial building rooftops, parking lots, empty fields, or even landfills. Next, the solar power generated flows to the local electricity grid. Then, customers subscribe to Think Community Solar to reserve a portion of the solar credits generated by the solar farm. This reduces what they owe to the utility each month. Finally, customers receive a monthly solar credit on their utility bill for the electricity produced and will save up to 10% on the solar credits received for up to 20 years. You simply sign up in a few minutes and start saving money on your energy bills as soon as you are connected to an available solar farm in your area. By providing clean energy jobs and paying local taxes, community solar farms help boost the local economy. And by reducing our reliance on fossil fuels, we can protect precious resources like our air, water, and wildlife. Plus, through our partnership with One Tribe, for every customer who enrolls, we are protecting 50 trees in rainforests threatened by deforestation. This means your choice contributes to cleaner air and a healthier climate, while benefiting the people and wildlife that call the rainforest their home. So if you're interested in supporting a cleaner environment, saving money on your energy costs, and supporting your local community, we invite you to sign up today. It's an easy and rewarding way to make a positive shift for yourself and the world we share. Welcome to Think Community Solar.
So now when I first saw this, the first thing I thought about when I heard the word solar, like many of you, was rooftop solar. Now, there's not a week that goes by that somebody doesn't call me and say, okay, can you set up an appointment for us to come down and talk to you about rooftop solar? But here's what I didn't know about rooftop solar. Everybody doesn't qualify. Usually you have to have over a 650 credit score. And even the panels cost quite a bit, and people have to put it on financing sometimes, or either they pay for the full amount if they choose to. But what if you have a home that you've been in for a long, long time? Well, they may tell you that you need a brand new roof to even get the solar panels. Or you may have a little fancy dancy kind of house. You know, you got angles going in different directions, and so the panels can't even fit on top of your roof. Or you might not even be a homeowner, because with rooftop solar, you must own your home. You can't rent, you can't lease, and you can't live in an apartment. But community solar, did I say it was state-sponsored? Absolutely right. Going all across the United States at some point. But even more than that, the Department of Energy has made solar, wants to make solar more accessible to everybody. There's coming a day when every home will be using solar in one way or another. And then there's an Inflation Reduction Act that already set aside $7 billion toward accessing and expanding towards solar. And when you start looking around, you start seeing this happen more and more. Because guess what? We're using electrifying everything. Some of you might have an electric car. Well, all of that depends on clean energy. And plus, it's cheaper. Now, I live in Texas. And when I drive down the highway, I can look on one side and see lots and lots of land, because we got a lot of land here in Texas. And on one side, I see horses. The other side, I see some cows. But I also recently started seeing these panels on the ground. And as they said in that little clip, sometimes they're on the roof of different buildings, and sometimes they're in parking lots. But here in Texas, we have so much land, they're laying them on the ground. So what happens? The sun hits those solar panels, goes to your grid, grid goes to your house, and voila, what do you get? A reduction. You get discounted credits. But not just discounted credits, guys. It's guaranteed savings. Guaranteed for up to 20 years, from 5 to 25%, and that depends on what state you're in. It does not require your rooftop, and it's absolutely free to enroll. And you can cancel at any time. And even if you rent, even if you don't own the home, even if you live in an apartment, renters qualify. So right now, let's look at the states where we're currently active. And people were already asking, are they in my state? But I want you to recognize this. Even if you don't see your state here, it's Colorado, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island, Virginia, and DC. That's what's active. Legislation is pending in these other states. And guess what? Even next up, there are other states that are coming on board. But just imagine, even if your state, you don't see it listed up here, guess what? Do you know anybody in any of these states? So I want you to keep that in mind, because you can benefit from that. But not only do we have community solar, we also have electricity. And it's affordable, focused, fixed rates. Again, sometimes our bills are so much higher than they should be. And guess what? They're not starting to go down, they're going up. So with these fixed rates, and they're very competitive rates, in many of the states, you'll see competitive rates for residential and small commercial customers.
Electricity. It's hard to imagine a world without it. But once upon a time, we marveled at this wonder that could light up our homes, make things easier, and our lives better. But these days, electricity has become just another monthly expense, or even an unpredictable financial burden. With recent prices, many feel powerless over their energy costs, and some are struggling just to keep the lights on. At Think Energy, we're still inspired by electricity, and we dream of a brighter future powered by energy that's good for people and the planet. We're on a mission to make clean energy simple, easy, and affordable for everyone. It starts with offering our customers 100% clean electricity sourced from wind, solar, and hydro resources. Competitive fixed rates where you have peace of mind of paying the same rate throughout the term with no long-term commitment or termination fees. For every customer that enrolls, we protect 50 trees in endangered rainforests through our partnership with One Tribe, contributing to cleaner air and a healthier climate, while supporting the people and wildlife that call the rainforest home. And finally, through our Free Energy Club, we empower our customers with the tools to save. Customers can earn 10%, 40%, or even 100% of their electricity supply paid for by free energy rebates, simply by referring friends and family to Think Energy. With all of these benefits available, maybe it's time to rethink your energy provider. Discover energy that can make a positive difference in your life and the world we share. Think Energy.
So let's look at some of the benefits of the electricity side. You can earn free electricity. You can get a $100 cash gift card after you pay your bill on time for 6 months. You can get 100% clean energy, and we're protecting the trees. We've already protected over 5 million trees since 2023. Now, I kind of brushed through that free electricity, and I know people want to hear about that, but let me explain to you even how that works. If you referred anybody that you knew, and you're a customer, you can refer from 3 to 10 to 20 customers, and guess what? You get rebates back, 10, 40, all the way to 100% free electricity. So potentially you can eliminate your electricity bill just by doing referrals. And we all do that. You know, we refer people to restaurants we go to, movies that we watch. But Tyler Perry and Universal Studios never sends us a check back. But here at Think Energy, you get rebates back, and all you got to do is go to your email, click a button, and redeem that energy rebate. We've already done over 165,000 total savings. The average person is saving around $30.77. Now, you heard me say I live in the state of Texas. Well, there's something that we have in Texas that no one else has yet, but it's starting to spread throughout the other states, and that's Think Smart. Think Smart is our own proprietary technology to connect to your smart thermostat. You know, we got smartphones, we got smart TVs, and smart thermostats. But if you connect that smart thermostat, or somebody in Texas does, they get an additional $10 per month back in their pocket. That's $120 in a year that goes back in their pocket.
At Think Energy, we've built a way to lower your energy bill and keep your home comfortable, and you'll barely have to lift a finger. Now live in Texas, Think Smart is an innovative technology designed to save you money on autopilot. All you need is 5 minutes to connect your Wi-Fi enabled Ecobee, Honeywell, or Resideo thermostat, and we'll drive it from there. Think Smart optimizes your energy usage by making small adjustments, just a few degrees, to keep you comfortable and lower your energy bills. And you can always override it for complete control. Once connected, you'll receive $10 in monthly bill credits for as long as the devices remain connected. Savings that add up. Ready to save effortlessly? Join the community of energy-savvy customers lowering their bills and enjoying total comfort. Connect your thermostat today and start saving. It's time to think smart with Think Energy.
Now, all of us have certain temperature we like in the home, right? But we don't recognize that maybe 1 degree up or down will cause you to have a better savings. And that's what that technology does for it. And of course, if you just don't want it, you don't want to use it that day, you can opt out of that. So you still have total control. Now, the states we're in right now is Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Texas, and DC. That's where we have electricity. So now you may be in a state that has the community solar and the electricity. So you're getting both. But the easy thing about this is that an energy advisor just takes you to a website, and you put your zip code in, and you can see exactly what's available and what kilowatt rates are available in that particular city or that particular state, that particular zip code. So now I'm going to stop for a minute, because one of the ladies that you've all met, you heard her last week, and she's been very special in my life. We started out as strangers, then we became friends, and then we became business partners, and now we're family. Phyllis Nash, listen, talk about a resume. She's had over 30 years of service and sales experience. She's started from a cashier to the general manager of a barbecue chain in Chicago. She became vice president of the African American Home Builders Organization, and started developing single family homes in partnership with the city of Chicago. She's been in direct sales. She's only had a couple of jobs. She got in direct sales and never went back. And we call her our midwife, because she's always trying to push us to the place that God really wants us to be. So Phyllis is going to take it away and share the rest of this with you.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me. So good to be working with my Dr. Pat again. And guys, we didn't give Dr. Roz her introduction, okay, her proper introduction. I just like to let you know who you're working with. But Dr. Roz is a musician, a recording engineer, a videographer. She's a minister, a teacher. She's a licensed insurance agent. She is a wellness coach. And after all of that, she is Adrian Belt's wife. And she is my friend. Like she said, we met almost 6 years ago now. We're going on our 6-year anniversary. And you do, in this industry, it allows you to meet people as strangers, but to become friends and now family. And so I am glad to be in front of you and to kind of get started with the rest of our presentation. I know you allowed me to share my screen, right? Yes. Oh, I need to share my screen. Okay. Okay. And Can you see my screen, Dr. Roz?
Not yet.
Okay, well, I hit share. If you're not seeing it, it's because I did. It's not because I didn't hit it. Let me see what it says. Okay, now I can share it. Okay, so I got introduced to Think Energy not that long ago. It was in October. I know you all can't see my screen. I'm trying to get back to that slide. October of last year, and actually the end of October. And when I got introduced, the next month, November, they were about to have their very first conference. And this is how I am. I heard the presentation. Somebody told me about it in March, but I just heard solar and I discounted it. I was like, I can't have solar. Wasn't even looking for another business. But when I took a listen at one of those little videos you all saw, I realized that, hey, this isn't just solar for your single family home. This is for everybody. And I knew that everybody needed electricity. And as long as we live, we were probably going to use electricity. And that made for a recession-proof business. And so I made the decision October 22nd to get started. I also booked my ticket to go to Atlantic City because I want to know who's driving the car, who's the corporate team. And when I met Michael Falquist, which is the founder and CEO and the corporate team, I felt pretty good. I had heard that in November 2021, over $100 million was invested in him for him to start an energy company by Oak Tree Capital, their hedge fund. And they are the best in class, guys. A sustainable energy platform is what they were interested in building. In November 2022, he went out and acquired Think Energy. Now, Think Energy had been around for years. It wasn't doing that well. Customer service was terrible. But why did Michael Falquist decide to purchase it? Because it had 14 licenses in the states that deregulation had already happened. So that was something he didn't have to worry about. So February 2023, he rebranded and relaunched Think Energy. So we just celebrated our 2nd year anniversary. So Trustpilot before Michael Falquist had a 1.1 rating. Since Michael Falquist has owned it, we have a 4.4 rating. So if you ever do any research, don't go past 2023. Why did they have such confidence in him? Because he had already proven himself. He was founder and CEO of Viridian Energy, where they had over 300,000 customers and 30,000 associates. 6 years on the direct selling News Global 100. Entrepreneur of the Year in 2012, and the founder also and director and CEO of Cyrus Energy. That was a $345 million IPO on Toronto Stock Exchange. So he had the foundation and the background and testimony. So we're here empowering you, providing a vehicle to sustainable income and financial freedom. I did mention recession proof because we are going to pay that light bill, guys. We have the platform and the products that people truly value and need. When I came on board, they had 2 products. That was community solar and the electricity. At that conference, they introduced the Think Smart. We have the community, a collaborative, welcoming network of entrepreneurs who share our passion out in the marketplace. It would take farms or developers years to fill up a solar farm. And we came into the marketplace and we were able to fill up a solar farm in 4 months. Now, the opportunity is real powerful, and it's a thing that you would want to pursue. And I like to paint the picture of what you have before you. You have a recession-proof industry. you have something that once you introduce your customer to, you don't have to call them up and say, hey, pay your phone, your light bill. They're going to pay it. And you know that clean energy is here to stay, and we definitely need it. And electricity is being used more and more. So what is your why? Some of you are on here thinking about being customers, and that's fine. We absolutely love customers. But if you're thinking like I was when I went in November, when I signed up in October, what is your why? More time, money, and freedom? Because once I got introduced to this industry, that was the thing I loved the most. I had made money, but I was working probably 24/7. What about less stress, debts, and financial worries? You can alleviate that. I turn that TV off because I don't need to hear what's happening in the world when I know that I have something that everybody needs, and all I have to do is get out there and share it with them. Catch up on bills. We have several young ladies that are now credit free. They don't have any credit because they were able to pay off all their credit cards and bills here at Think Plus. And travel. Oh, Dr. Pat knows I love to travel, so does Dr. Roz. But what I love more than just traveling, guys, is when somebody else pays the bill. I'm about to go to Vegas in April on a paid trip, and I just got started in October. I'm working on a promotion, as we all are, to go to Cancun, Mexico in October. And if you decide to get started with us, you have access to that too. You can fire your boss. Hey, if you're working a job and you're just not pleased anymore, you can go to work and say, I'm fired. I am no longer employable. Now, I don't say do that right away. Make sure this business can pay your bills, 4 or 5 months. But that can happen when you decide to go on and have a plan B. And give more time to charity and churches. Lots of churches are coming on board with us because why? Here's a perpetual fundraiser. And you have a greater purpose knowing you're helping others. And clean energy, guys, we need to deliver it so our grandchildren and great-grandchildren will have clean air. So what if you get paid every time people used electricity? I want you to think about that. Every time someone come home, switched on the light, turned on an electric stove, turned on the air conditioner, or anything else, or started their car now, got you. That's even electric. So there you got plenty customers that you'll never run out. And see the urgency of creating additional income streams. Are you listening to what's going on? The reason you're here is that Dr. Pat the other day was taking you higher. Just because the world is going crazy, we don't have to. We can discover where the hot spots are and make those available to us. There is going to be a lot of money made. It always is when things are going crazy. Just open your eyes. See the current economic landscape, job layoffs, industry uncertainties, etc., government cutbacks, policy shifts, reduction in social programs, retirement benefits and healthcare. Maybe some of you have already experienced some of that. Relying on one income is pretty risky. Entrepreneurship and investments lead to financial freedom, and multiple income streams are necessary for stability. So those are reasons. Your financial security, guys, is in your own hands. And it won't let me advance for some reason. So let me tell you what Think Plus offers: an innovative compensation plan. Now, I know you have multiple bills, right? So how about getting paid 9 ways of getting paid? That's what you have here at Think. And now, how do you figure out how you get started? Does that cost a lot of money for you to get started and take advantage of this? I have never been in an opportunity where I paid $59 to get started. And if you sign up your own self as your first customer, you will get that back. And you will be in the black when you first get started. But what comes with that $59? And I didn't say $59 a month, guys. I said one time $59. You will renew a year after you join for $149. But what comes with the $59? You have access to a proven think system. How is it that a 16-year-old can go and run a McDonald's? Because there's a system in place. We have a system here at Think Plus. You have a site for customer enrollment. If your person wants to enroll, you can have them go right to that site. They can put their zip code in. They can see the savings that they can have with utilizing our electricity or our community solar. You also have a site for energy advisors. Those are people that want to actually do the business. You have an app where you can send out information, those videos that DrRoz shared with her presentation, letting them know what we offer with community solar and electric. You have your own app. When they open that app up, you can see that they've looked at that video. They might have even shared it with someone. You can see all of that on the app. Then you have your back office where you can track everything, your customers, able to help people that are joining you in the business. Keep track of your points towards that vacation or any promotions that they have. All of that for $59. Now, I know there are some business people on the line. I've gotten into businesses where I had to have hundreds of thousands of dollars and was not guaranteed a return. But here's a $59 business in a box, and there is unlimited amounts of income that you can make. So let's talk about that 5-3-5 system. We want to, when people are joining us, we want them to make money fast. Speed, success, love, speed. So let's set some 30-day goals. And what do we do in our first 30 days? We ask people to first go out and acquire 5 personal customer points. That does not mean that you need 5 customers. One person can say sign up for a electricity and community solar. That's 2 of those 5 personal points right then and there. Then you say, let's recruit at least 3 energy advisors. And then 5 again means helping those 3 energy advisors go out and get their 5 customers. If you teach that 5-3-5 system, guys, you're going to hit your first rank regional energy advisor because it takes 20 team customer points to get you there. Doing that is you're going to earn anywhere from $450 up to $1,700 in your first 30 days. And as DrRoz talked about, these are the contacts. These are the states. You just ask people, who do you know? You might not know people, but you start asking your friends, your family. You start looking on Facebook and seeing who do you know. Or if you don't know them, you can go there and make friends and do know them. I do set an amount of time out every day to go make new friends in different places that we operate on social media. So your weekly income is in your pocket. If you sign up someone for electricity, that's a $20. And if you sign someone up for community solar, that's anywhere from $30 to $50. There are a lot of different things. That's why there's a range on that 30 to 50. But you're looking at, a lot of people say $20. Yeah, $20 adds up when you think about everybody you know uses electricity. But what I love about this industry, guys, it creates residual income. So you're getting that $20 or $30 to $50 on community solar up front when they sign up. But you're going to be paid a residual for as long as they pay that electric bill. And in community solar, you'll be paid a residual for 5 years. Now, say someone, you're doing the business, someone you introduces goes out and does the same thing, gets an electric customer and a community solar. Well, of course, they're going to be paid the 20 and then 30 to 50. But because they're your level 1, you'll earn $10 and you'll earn anywhere from 15 to 25 for their residual. So it's 50% of what that initial payout is for the person signing them up. And if you have that level 2 person, again, 50% applies again. You're going to get $5 for every electrical customer that they sign up, and this is you and your team, and $7.50 to $12.50. Again, the residuals are what makes it my interest, because I know what that's going to look like. And once you get to the rank of director, these people are now coded to you. As they come into your business, you can get anywhere yourself up to $20 again, plus residuals, and $26 to $44 when a community solar customer comes into your business. Again, those residuals apply. So that can become quite lucrative, especially if you're using the system of 535. Is this a, okay, we'll keep on going. Okay. I don't know why I'm missing. Okay, so let's talk about ranks and promotions. Okay, so again, the first is you come into the business, you're an energy advisor. And as you go up to the ranks, your first rank would be that regional energy advisor. And if you do, whenever you do that, that's you getting 5 and your team getting 15 for a total of 20. You're going to make $100 bonus. But if you do that within your first 30 days, you're going to double that bonus for 200. Senior energy advisor, whenever you hit it, you're going to get a $250 bonus. If you do it within your first 90 days, that doubles to 500. And then directors, when you start making the serious money, you're going to get $500 whenever you do it. But if you do it within your first 120 days, you're going to earn $1,000. Now, community solar, out of those points, because it takes 200 points, customer points, for you to become a senior advisor. One community solar customer could give you anywhere from 1 to 4 points. And that's based on the area you're in and what they're paying out for points. So one person could actually be worth 4 points for you. Electricity, you can earn anywhere from 1 to 7 points in a household. So don't think of these as 200 people. It's 200 customer points. Regional, when you hit director, you're talking about that 500. Once you hit regional director, that bonus becomes 1,000. Senior director, 2,500. Partner, 10,000. Regional partner, $20,000 bonus, and senior partner is $50,000 bonus. Now, guys, these are bonuses. You are still getting other income streams along with it. When I went to the first conference, there was one gentleman there that already had 2 partners in his business. He wasn't even a partner, but he hit partner and regional partner that one weekend and earned himself $30,000. When I think of that, I think of a Dr. Pat, because I know what she is. She's a beast. So total earnings, if your total bonuses are $84,350. Okay, so if you get all of these bonuses, that's what that adds up to. Now, on your monthly level pay, your potential is just getting 5. Okay, just getting those 5 and helping people repeat that 535. At energy, these are your level payouts. On electricity, these are residuals, guys. And as they increase, $1 doesn't seem like a lot, but when you are building an organization, and right now I have almost 300 people in my organization getting paid out right now on 4 levels, it gets pretty exciting quickly. And right now, your residual will build up in, say, 3 to 4 years. You'll have some nice residuals. That's when they get kind of crazy. But the upfront money that they allow us to make, because they're always specials, are unbelievable. But just like, say, 535, you take that out and you go down. And if you keep doing that, creating that 535, helping your team do that down 10 levels, you will be earning $500 $642 for a month. $576,642 for a month. Now, do you know anybody that makes that much? But let's just say they did 10% of that. That's still $57,000. And say if you only hit one, could an extra $5,700 work for you? And just helping people do the system of 535. So once the other income stream that I'm very excited about, because I have participated in a pool before, when you hit partner, every customer that comes into Think Plus from day one, a portion of their bill goes into a pool every single month. And if you're a partner, you share in one share of that pool. If you're a regional partner, you get 2 shares of that pool. And when you're a senior partner, you get 5 shares of that pool. So just think about it. Every time a customer signs up and pays their bill, money goes into a partner pool, and pool money is shared monthly with the partners. Right now, we're a 2-year-old company. There are only 3 partners in the company. And did I say the last company he did, there were over 300,000 customers? So just think about that. If you were participating in a pool. So everybody that's seriously looking to make some changes, some real big changes in their families' income and leaving a legacy, is aspiring to be partner. So where do you see yourself? Ready to start as an energy advisor today? Maybe you're like B, not ready to be an energy advisor, but become a customer. Refer for free energy. Again, getting your energy bill paid. If you get 20 referrals, and they can be, you would have to have the electric, but you could get 20 community solar customers, and you would still get free energy up to $2,000 a year. That's pretty exciting. Or do you have questions? And we want to get those questions answered. And I just want to share, I want you to know, we want you to join our community. It's a growing force of savvy, passionate people driving positive change. It's a digital community, guys, and it creates financial freedom. But let me tell you, before I get your questions answered, I told you that every month they come out with some extra for us to earn. So on top of the 20 and 30 to 50 that we're earning on the community solar in New Jersey, if you know anybody in New Jersey is really hot right now. On top of that, in different areas, you're going to get, on top of the original 30 to 50, you'll get an extra 25. They're opening a new it's called Atlantic Electric Company. On top of the 30 to 50, you're going to get an extra 50. If you sign up LMI, somebody that's low to middle income, they usually get higher percentages off for community solar. And again, these discounts are going to go on for the next 20 years. You'll get $100 plus the 30 to 50 that you would normally get in that area. So signing someone up on the Atlantic Electric, and they are also a LMI, low to middle income occupant, then you're going to pick up about $100 to $30 to $150 just for signing them up for community solar, guys. And if your person that is LMI may not be on the person that pays the electric bill, their name might not be on there. But if you can show proof, if they're on SNAP, if they're on SSI or Medicaid, and their address is the same as that home, then you're going to get that. They're going to get that LMI bonus. Plus, I think in some places in Jersey, they get to deduct at least 30% for LMI in Jersey. And then if you're enrolling LMI, this PSE and G, that's just like our ComEd if you're from Chicago. There are different utility companies in those areas. They're given $200. That goes through March to the end of March. These are the eligible zip codes that you can do that in. And then Texas. Texas is where I am really concentrating on, because we don't have community solar in Texas, but Texas has the highest bills out there, and our company is super competitive in Texas. So you're able to earn up to $120 for every customer that you sign up in Texas. And that promotion goes from March 1st through November the 14th. And then you even have it where you can earn up to $50,000 as we are counting down. It's Texas all in. Let's count the big chips. So 500 customers, that's an extra $5,000 on whatever you're doing. If you and your team do 1,000 customers, that's an extra $10,000 because you're adding them up. So different amounts for different groups, guys, and they give you the deadlines that you have to meet those. So they're really serious. Enroll 5,000 plus customers to earn an additional $25,000 check on stage at our next convention, which will be in November of 2025. So think now we're getting into rooftop solar in Connecticut. So if you know anyone in Connecticut, they could set up a Zoom with the representative. All we are the referrers. There's a company called Shed that does the actual installation. But if you just refer someone and they sit in on a 20-minute Zoom, you'll get $50 and they'll get a $50 gift card. That's pretty exciting. And if they decide to join it, actually buy rooftop solar, there's more commission paid and you get points towards that. And I told you about the Cancun trip that's going to be taking place in October. And anybody that comes on board right now can get started with that. That rooftop has been extended to the end of the month. So if somebody that actually got the rooftop solar, they would, if they got 4 people, that would be 4 points. That would be your trip going to Cancun. If you know somebody in Connecticut and you can put that together, and I tell you everything, because you never know who's going to go after it. You never know who someone else knows. So I like to share it all. And this is our fall leadership, and the trip is for 2. Expenses paid, airfare paid, and it's through October 19th through the 22nd. And the qualification period is January 1st through June 30th, 2025. So I just want to get back to you guys and answer any questions that you might have, because we want you to get started. Like I said, success absolutely loves speed. So are there any questions out there? Don't be shy. And let me tell you, I do this all the time. And I know that usually you'll get back and you won't ask your questions now. And my thing is, I know what's on people's minds a lot of times. It's like, oh my God, they are really not going to give you 20%, 30%. It's not going to cost the customer anything to take advantage of any of this. Customers pay absolutely nothing. You get to save community solar because you're actually part of that solar grid, and you're just getting credits back because of that. And you're creating clean energy, because with all the energy coming, the consumption, we have to do something. I'll answer that question for you, Amanda. And again, we have to do something. And now with electric cars, with AI, both of those things take a lot of electricity. So Dr. Roz, they're asking some questions in the chat. You want to share them?
Dara also has her hand up.
Good evening. Can I just jump in for a moment?
Yes, ma'am, for sure, for sure.
Okay, is my video still on or it's off now?
It's off.
Your video is off. I thought you turned it off.
No, I didn't. I was trying to talk. Oh, there I am. Can you see me? Can you still hear me? Okay. Yeah. Next time I'm just going to be on my computer. I'm not used to doing it on the phone. But I just want to say that before I got into this kind of business, I was making maybe $50,000 a year, $40,000 a year. My first year in this kind of business, I made $350,000. The money is real, but you have to take advantage of it. You cannot think that, oh, I'm just lay back and wait. I didn't lay back and wait. I
No.
had one intention, that was to make some money so I can be a blessing to my ministry, to be a blessing in my household. And I mean, I was able to buy houses. That's how I bought my houses cash and a truck, you know, a new truck, a new truck, a truck, and then a Bentley, and got a world trips and all kinds of trips. And people said, well, that's because you're the senator. No, I wasn't born a senator. Okay. Most senators wouldn't even do this because they'd be like, oh my God, I'm a senator. I can't do it. I told them, look, I ain't got time for that. This is not my full time. I'm not going to be a senator forever. I need to make some money. And God wants us to make money. He said, I would above everything that you would prosper. He said, I want that more than anything else for you. But we have to move. We have to take advantage of it. And we're not going to understand everything. If you wait until you understand everything, you have missed the boat. You got to jump in. If your state is not there, so what? Your state will eventually come online, or you, who knows, you may move or you may get to know somebody somewhere else. Just referrals, all kinds of ways to make money. Let God set you up. Let him set you up. Because he can't set you up unless you take some steps. And that's the reason why I'm taking a step. As busy as I am, I am busy, okay? But I realize when I see a stream of income that's ripe and ready, then I know it's my time to take that step. And so I just want to encourage you all to have questions, to go ahead and ask those questions, get those questions out of the way, and make a decision. And then when we make a decision, who's a part of it, let's get on the phone together and let's figure out how we're gonna make us some serious money. Because we're not getting in this business and then look upside the wall like we're waiting for paint to dry. We got to make money. So that means we got to figure out what we need to do and how to do it. And I'm here for that. So that's it for
And
me.
we're here to assist you, and we have learned some things that you all don't have to learn because we're going to share them all with you all. And
Right.
it does take time to know things, but once you know it, you know. And I've always been a pioneer. So you, in the beginning, who's going to make the most money? The people that were there in the very beginning and who were building. All these other people join us. So any questions? And realtors, I see a realtor is on the line with us. Think about this, guys. Property managers already got a whole building full of people. So it's like, hey, offer them community solar. It's just so many ways. Realtors, property managers, insurance people, people that are already successful. Because I tell you all the time, when I talk, the first person we thought about was Dr. Roz. I thought about Dr. Pat. Look, she needs to hear this. This was as soon, because you don't wait till the people that are not entrepreneurs, not business minded. And a business minded person is either going to say yes or no. They're not going to keep drawing it out and making you come back to make a $59 decision. So let's answer some questions. Dara, you have your hand up.
Good evening, ladies. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. I just want to thank you guys for the opportunity because I am actually from Trenton, New Jersey, born and raised, and that
Oh,
is my sphere of influence. And when I say I'm going to tear New Jersey down, I'm tearing New
girl,
Jersey down.
Good, 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 good. Awesome.
So yeah, I need all the information. How are we handling joining an enrollment? Is it going to be an email, a link, or something like that? Because I want to just get in and jump right off the call.
Okay. Well, you can go on Dr. Pat's site and get signed up. You can do that as soon as this call is over. And Dr. Roz will instruct you on everything you should do.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I saw anybody else?
There was
I saw a question. Do you have to do electricity? I don't sign people up for electricity unless we're competitive and everything is different. You don't have to be a customer at all. Our two biggest earners are in Florida, where they are not deregulated, but they're the biggest earners in the entire company. So they can't even be their own customer. So you don't have to sign up to be a customer.
Okay, I was asking, I live in Texas and I live with my son. They take care of the electricity and all that. I mean, I can by all means sign him up, but I just didn't know.
Definitely. You
I didn't
don't
know
have
if
to be
it was a
personally.
requirement.
Yeah. The guy that I said, the two biggest earners in the company live in Florida, and we don't have any services there.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else got questions? And then when you're signing up, I like you to know, just want to show you something real quick.
Also, Phyllis, Amanda Brooks asked, is the residual paid for 5 years only or beyond?
Only on community solar is it paid 5 years. On electricity, it's paid as long as you're part of the system. Can you see my screen, Dr. Roz?
Not yet.
Okay, let me go back and show it. Okay, so this would be how you would send somebody your site. And I kind of go over this with people just so, you know, it all depends on what age group we're in. Those millennials and younger can go on there and do everything. But if you put your zip code in, you will see what is in your area, okay? So these are the rates for energy. This is LMI, community solar. And when you put up, you know, a lot of people say, well, where is this in writing? Everything is right here. Everything is right here so people can see and feel comfortable, because that's what you'll hear. I know the objections that are out there. So I like to overcome the objections. Just show them everything that we said, because during the presentation, sometimes they hear it, but they don't really hear it. So, and you find out what is in that zip code. You know, some places we're not yet. So you always, for me, I always ask somebody their zip code when I first start sharing it. So I don't waste a whole lot of time. If I know they're in a certain zip code, whether they have service in their area or not. Anybody else have a question?
Candace Conley has her hand up.
Okay.
Candace? Hey, yes, I am a realtor, and it's a few other my realtor colleagues on.
Oh,
so I wanted to know about like the rollout for the new areas, like for Georgia and the Southeast. And is this offered in Michigan already?
It's not in Michigan, and it's hardly in any place in the South. Do you have the map, Dr. Roz, that you can pull up? But I have tons of people in Georgia, and what it is you just have to start networking. You know, the real Association of Realtors. You know, I've just gone on myself and contacted many property managers in Jersey. So it's just I like to think of it as everybody uses electricity. Everybody.
And within our brokerage, with EXP, we literally have access to all of the agents nationwide and globally in one back office.
And I would work that back office like nobody's business. Yes.
Monifa said we'll be having another presentation.
So we do presentations during the week that you're able to join. I think we'll be Tuesday night. I'll be doing a special presentation on Tuesday, but if you have people that you'd like to see, you can definitely get the link. Dr. Roz is going to help me with that presentation. She doesn't know that yet, but so she will definitely get you the link. Anybody else? Did we take care of you, Candace?
And we'll do presentations whenever we need to do presentations.
Yeah. And see, and that's another thing. Like Dr. Pat said, we want to do this and do it fast. If we know we have a team that wants to run like that, because I truly believe success loves speed. I can tell you days that I'll leave my Zoom open and somebody say, hey, Phyllis, we got 3 or 4 people, or one person. It might be that special one person. Say, if somebody had come to me and say, I have Dr. Pat, she wants to have a presentation. I don't care one person or how many, I'm going to do that presentation, because that's what we're doing. We're showing the business, and that's when you're going to see those numbers turn around. So you might gather and you can get with Dr. Pat. I mean, not Dr. Pat. I mean, you can get with Dr. Pat, but I know how her schedule is, and I know we do this full time. So you all can talk about that, but just know that we are available to do what Dr. Roz said.
Yeah, I'm really busy, but I'm not going to be too busy for this business. So we need Roz and we need you to help us right now.
Yeah.
But I'm coming in. I'm not
I
trying to
know you.
stand
I know
outside,
you. I
And
know you.
I just know it's time. We have to make some money right now because of the way things are changing, and fall. The safety net is falling out the bottom, and we
Right.
can't just see that from a distance and still walk right up there like nothing's gonna happen. I'm ready. So yeah, I want everybody. I want to know who's gonna be in. I want to know who's ready to go, who's ready to run, and let's figure out how to make money. I mean, we're gonna learn together, okay? But we're gonna learn, and we're gonna do. All right, back to you.
Manita, I hope I'm saying that right, or Manifa. Tomorrow night, I'm having a presentation at 7 p.m. Central. So Dr. Roz will get you, or Dr. Pat, I'll send the link if you want to hear it again. Any other questions? Candace says, I am ready. Let's go. All right. Thank you.
I wanted to see if Alan was able to speak. He is an invited guest. We do real estate investing. And he had talked about solar power and these sort of things before. I don't know if he's able to share his feedback. This is a topic that he has talked to me about, and I just wanted to see.
Oh, if he can speak, I don't see him. Dr. Roz, do you see Alan?
Yeah, I see. He may not be. There he is. Hey,
Hello.
Alan, I wanted to get your feedback on this.
Sure. Forgive me. I was multitasking and listening, and it's around bedtime for me and the family, or at least for the children right about now. But I've been paying attention. I am actually. I was playing the background just because I like what I've been hearing in terms of how the whole networking network sales thing is going, and I like the direction of the actual product. I've been involved with other network sales types of programs before, but not necessarily something with something that is so near and dear to my own direction in terms of renewable energies.
Yes.
And because I've been in kind of in bedtime routine at this particular time, I came on right after I got off a soccer game from one of my children. And please forgive my voice. I'm just getting it back from over the weekend.
Okay.
I wanted to take a look at the recording to make sure that I got everything, but I think I got the strong gist of it, and I am actually excited about what it was that I was hearing, but I just wanted to make sure that I understood everything prior to chiming in. So I was just listening and just wanted to play the background a little bit. But I think it is an exciting offer that I'm interested in pursuing. I just want to see more. I'd like to get a copy of the recording so that I can see the presentation again in its entirety, because I'm gonna let you know there was a few. I stepped away to say prayers with my two of my children when they were getting put to bed, but I came back in. And you were talking about Cancun, and I was like, "Oh man, I missed a little chunk there."
Okay.
But prior to
Dr.
that,
Roz will definitely get you that
yes,
recording.
that is perfect. I will. How do I get my I guess my email so that I can get a copy of that, or and then also how do I get in touch with anybody?
So if you put your email and phone number in the chat, I'll write it down so you can get
Okay.
it tonight.
I can do that. Let me figure out there. Here we go. Okay. I see raised hand. Forgive me.
In your chat, the one that says chat, click on that and you can
I did get
direct
that.
it to Dr. Roz if you like.
All
Yeah,
right.
and those that are ready to sign up, we'll get that taken care of. If you got the email from me, the last few nights, then I already have your email. I'm putting your names down, those that are saying that you're ready to sign up. And so we'll make sure we make that happen between tonight and 24 hours, you'll be in.
Monifa also would like a recording. She put her information. Candace is Monifa and Alan, people you invited?
Yes, Dara, Monifa, and Alan are all guests that I have invited.
Okay.
All real estate folks.
Okay.
So it's kind of in line with our industry.
Yes.
And targeting, I think it's really good that we can target condos and apartments.
Oh, yes.
Trailer homes. Yeah. So just thinking about, because I guess when you kind of think about community solar, if you kind of just think about this concept in general, I'm thinking single family homes, but to say that you can do apartments, condos, high rises and talk to the HOA companies and things like that, that's a whole nother business model that you can do from literally anywhere. So yeah.
Let me just give you a tip. A lot of times, sometimes the markets, you need LMIs and you need regular consumers, and the farm might be closing out. But you can always look up Head Starts. That's a federally funded program that carries nothing but LMIs. So if you need to fill up your LMI requirement, you can always contact and find out where a Head Start program is and present to the parents. You're helping them, but you're also securing and taking care of all your marketplaces.
Yeah, good gameplay. It's really wide open. I think I know that the power of these type of organizations, when you get in on the ground floor, how powerful it can be.
Yeah. Okay, guys, if there are no more questions, let me make sure in the chat. And Dr. Roz, if you want to share that, if anybody wants to hear a presentation again tomorrow night, share my link, you can.
Okay.
And you see everybody. Well, you'll have your own. This is everybody that's in the chat. Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you all that are coming on board and getting busy with us. We're glad you came on board. We're here to help you. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Dr. Pat, did you need me for anything else? I don't see her. Okay, I have one more call, so I'm going to leave you guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, Dr. Roz, when we sign up tonight, are we under Dr. Pat?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're sending me an email probably because you have mine, I think.
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Make sure I got everybody's name.
Good night,
Good night.
Dr. Roz.
Good
Good
night.
night. And thank you. Please, I will be back in touch through email. If you can send me a copy of the